Everton have completed the signing of Jack Grealish on a one-year loan deal from Manchester City. The England midfield player said he was delighted to join Everton. This has been going on for a while, but he was delighted to get the deal done. Said once he'd spoken to David Moyes, Everton was the only place he wanted to come. Grealish will wear the number 18 shirt for the season. He said Wayne Rooney, one of the best English players ever, wore 18 at Everton, and so did Paul Gascoigne, who was one of his idols. So that's why Jack chose the number 18 at Everton. He's going to be hoping that playing regular football for Everton will get him back in to Thomas Tuchel's England squad. He has been left out of late, of course, and feels that this move will benefit that. And Everton are getting an excellent footballer. He hasn't played loads of football the last couple of seasons. There's been injuries and loss of form maybe, and Pep deciding to go a slightly different way. But David Moyes normally thrives with players like that, and bringing him to Everton and getting him in our team and being, making the side more creative, I think will help the team massively. It'll help players like Iliman and Jai and Keane and Dewsbury Hall as well, having more of the ball. So I think it's an excellent sign, and I really do, and I'm looking forward to seeing him playing in blue this season for Everton. So brilliant news. Jack Grealish has signed for Everton. We've got a video that me and Ped have done talking about the signing, so go and check that one out on the channel as well. Everton have apparently sent scouts to watch Red Star Belgrade's centre-back Veljko Milislavic. Tonight they are playing against Lech Poznan in Europe. He's one of the highest rated young centre-backs in Europe. PSG apparently watching him as well. The fee for the player is thought to be between £9 and £11 million. He's 18 years of age. Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth and Brighton apparently also credited with an interest in him. But like I say, one of the most highly rated young centre-backs around at the moment. And 9 to 11 million isn't exactly going to break the bank, is it, if you could get him in? And obviously Everton will be looking for a young centre-back to come through in behind Branthwaite as well, of course. So we'll see whether anything comes of that. But Everton have sent scouts over there to watch that game. And according to reports today out of Portugal, Everton and Roma are very interested in Benfica midfielder Florentino Luis. The fee thought to be around £25 million for the midfield player. He's a defensive midfielder. Everton and Roma credited with an interest in him all summer. Obviously, both owned by the Freaking Group, of course. So it'll be interesting to see whether they would head off against each other, but not convinced of that. But the Portuguese press seemingly think that Everton have had a strong interest in the player this year. So I've watched them on numerous occasions. David Moyes has said he is looking for another midfield player in that defensive number 6 role. And this player seems to fit the bill, but again, you don't know the terms of it, and we don't know how much of this is accurate, but that's what's being reported today. And finally, Tyler Dibling deal may well happen. That is according to Fabrizio Romano. He said that even though talks have stalled at the moment, with Everton stepping back from it, the deal could still happen. Dibling wants to move to Merseyside. Everton aren't happy with the price that Southampton are asking for him. They're sticking to their guns, which is their prerogative, absolutely. But according to journalists on the South Coast, Southampton won a decision and are going to have a meeting tomorrow about the player. He has been left out of their Carabao Cup squad for tonight. But they're going to, at some stage, have to put him back in the first team squad. I think Will Still said yesterday that, if nothing's resolved sort of Wednesday night, then he'd get integrated back into the squad. I think they play Ipswich at the weekend. Because they can't have a talented player like that not involved simply because he might go to Everton or not. And at the moment, you'd have to say he's not going to Everton. Of course, those things can change in a heartbeat. If the two clubs can get closer in valuation, then it might be back on again. Romano certainly seems to think that it'll happen, as do a couple of the South Coast journalists as well. They seem to think that there'll be a compromise between the two clubs, and Dibling will become an Everton player before the window shuts. We'll wait and see. Or Everton may well move on to different targets if they can't get this resolved. Well, they'll have to. The manager's already said he wants at least one right winger, so we'll wait and see on that one. But at the moment, still nothing to add to the Dibbling story. Check out, got a lot of stuff around Jack Grealish. There is a video coming out with a journalist, a Manchester-based journalist. He's covered City for a while, so check that one out. Don Farrell, that's a bit later, talking about Jack Grealish. Make sure you go and give that one a watch. Me and Ped, like I said, have done a video reacting to Jack Grealish as well, so check that out. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. See you later.